Hello, welcome back. So Aquarius, this is for Aquarius. If this is in your sun, moon, or ascendant sign or rising sign, this pertains to you. Take it or leave whatever you would like to from these readings. Whatever resonates, whatever doesn't, let it be. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, your appreciation, or just show some support, I appreciate it very much so. And the link tree is in my description if you'd like to go there and leave a donation. I appreciate it. So we're going to go over from the 20th of this month, so tomorrow, or even right now, until the end of the month, till September 30th. So this is the energy report. We're going to start with the energy report, pull a couple cards on it, and go into that. And then we'll go into love and relationships and health a little bit, then career and finance. So energy seems to be, it's all about making these tough decisions, like having to sacrifice the way that the energy is flowing right now. Astrologically, within the planetary and the cosmic weather, what seems to be happening is you are kind of put in this place to be making tough decisions, making decisions that you don't want to make, like for your growth. It's time to start new ventures, new projects. It's a good time to really start to plant a seed or begin something new. This could just be a vacation. Also just getting into, like, it feels like a new venture of some kind. Not something that you've been working with before, but it feels like some type of a new, either investment or new adventure. So this fortitude is key throughout these next 10 days. A lot of it has to do with just that energy, right? And like dealing with things, dealing with stress, dealing with, you know, some of the things that we don't want to deal with in life. I feel like it's important that you stay courageous and push your way through. This is not all bad luck. Let's pull some cards on it here. But I do feel like toward the end, toward the 30th, around the 28th, the 30th, I feel like things like what you've been looking for, that delight, that happiness, does come back. I feel like this week is going to be, it's going to be a little trying, but nothing that's you can't handle. Just stay focused, stay within your balanced energy. So Aquarians are very free-spirited and can walk away from things when they need to, and walk away from energy. But some of this energy you're not going to be able to walk away from. I mean, y'all do a very good job at kind of dissociating when you need to, whether that be from a group or a situation, or you just get bored and you want to move on and hang out in new energy. So let's pull a couple cards here. Let's see what's going on with this. Get a little bit more detail into that energy, that heavy kind of energy, or, you know, these tough decisions we have to make. All right, Aquarius. So you got Dreamweaver and Sacred Sight. So your dreams are conflicting with what you're wanting to do. Like, you have a new venture planned. There is something you have on your mind. You're doing this as the Dreamweaver, so it's still within the mind. Dreamweaver is about taking those dreams, taking that intuition, and manifesting it, right? Or using it for whatever you want to use it for. Even if it's just for healing or for a better understanding of something. But I do feel like because you got the Sacred Sight and you got the Dreamweaver and the Sacred Sight, this has a lot to do with maybe movement or moving or thinking about relocating, just making a move, period, like making a move in a better direction. Sacred Sight is about your purpose and where you're going. So really figuring out where you want to go. And I think that because of all this like chaotic energy, I do feel like there's some confusion. As long as you're willing to stay courageous, not let any of these negative kind of psychic attacks, or, and sometimes we do it to ourselves just by overthinking things and overanalyzing. But don't let that stop you from what you're doing. Don't let that hinder your movement. Just know that you're going to have to slow things down. Now, remember, we have a retrograde coming up. Mercury's going into retrograde, I believe, on the 27th. So there will feel a little bit like things are going backwards a little bit or slow down. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about things slowing down. Just know as long as they're forward and continuing to move forward. In your case, I feel like a lot of this has to do with kind of a new adventure, like maybe going to actual sacred site, right? Let's pull some Lemurian cards on this and get a little more meaning out of it. Dreamweaver and sacred site, accessibility and purpose. So like that feeling of your mind, like you see it in your mind, it can happen, but it feels like no matter what you do, just doesn't work out. It doesn't move forward. It is moving forward. It's just not moving forward as fast as you like it. But I feel like a lot of this has to do with you kind of knowing what you're doing. Are you listening to the divine? Are you listening to those messages that are really trying to nudge you in that direction? Are you being egotistical or stubborn right now? Careful there, Aquarius. You're usually a very free spirit, but I feel like you've got so many things in your head or so many ideas that it's hard to kind of pick one. Like too many choices, which is a good thing. All right, let's see what we got coming out here. So we have the stepping through and the portal keeper. So you're at this place where you're about to really transmigrate. You're about to really move through a plane of existence or consciousness. You're about to really raise that consciousness, which I think is happening with all of us. But this seems to be a direction or the path you go here. I feel like Aquarius, the stepping through card, this really has to do with just letting go of fear, not overthinking things like, oh God, but if I do this, then this might happen. Or if I do this, if I actually do this, this might happen. Don't think about outcomes. Don't think about, and especially the bad outcomes. I mean, you want to prepare for those things, and you're mindful in the moment if they do happen, but don't project that out there. Like step through that fear and just go for it. And the portal keeper is really, are you willing to go through that next portal? Are you really willing to take it to that next level? You have to go for it. You have to let go of the fear and just push through. And things, like I said, toward the end of the month, it's going to be good feelings, overall good feelings. As far as the energy goes, just generally, I feel like you find that happiness and kind of come to that chaos or chaotic kind of feeling that you'll be feeling probably this week. Excuse me. But however, I feel like it all ends, as the month ends, you have kind of this general just happiness, just feeling of bliss. So, and I feel like in that moment, that's where you really start to figure out what you want. You may not quite get there yet within the next 10 days, but I feel like you will have a better idea of what direction or what your purpose is. And again, just ask Spirit. If you have a question, if you want to know what your purpose is, I feel like Spirit's showing you your purpose, Aquarius, but you're ignoring it. Like, they're like, hey, right here, green light over here, and then you're just ignoring it. You're looking in this direction. You can hear them, you can feel it, but that fear, right? Once we step through it, that fear is what. Once we get through that fear, that's where we can find our purpose, where we can find and have a clearer direction and path. All right, so love for Aquarius. Let's see, love and relationships here. So love and relationships over the next 10 days. Again, it's being patient in any new relationship, and especially with your significant other or your spouse. Be patient. Allow things to feel like it's all about good timing, right? You don't want to talk about anything or bring anything up. Like, it's more about understanding right now and being patient and observing. And when you feel like it's the right time, when it feels like good timing, then bring that up. If you have any issues or if you have anything you would like to tell your significant other, or if there's a time when the timing feels right, new relationships, or somebody that's just, kind of in a flirtatious thing, or not, meeting somebody new, if it feels right, go for it. Don't be afraid. Step through. All right. And married, for the most part, marriage, you feel like your marriage is going to go feeling support. You're feeling bliss. Things seem happy. Just talking to each other. I feel like you're both, your partner and you are both on the same page. You're flowing in the right direction on a parallel path. So things seem to be flowing there in relationships. Let's pull some cards, though. Let's see what's up. Getting these mixed up here. All right, let's pull some Lemurian cards first. Aquarius is they kind of met their match toward the end of the month. Usually y'all are very not afraid of anything, but I feel like because we're into that Pisces full moon, right? That's what we're going to feel, that reflective time and contemplative time. And it's that Pisces energy, right? Allow that energy in, but don't let it scare you, or don't let it, don't get to a point where you're reading or utilizing too much of your intuition, getting too stuck in the future or future outcomes. Work on it now. Be mindful in the now. Hello, Billy Joe. Hughes. Teresa Marie Ward. Kathy. Yes, happy horoscopes. Hello, Sarah. All right, love and relationships here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, you got reclaim your energy. So it seems to be kind of going back into alignment, but really reclaiming that feeling. Like I feel like and a lot of us are going to. You're going to notice we're all going to kind of come back to this place where we feel that love, where we felt that love before. What we feel like we've been kind of lacking, I feel like that's where we're at. As long as we're able to step into that love, see that heart chakra coming through. It's a pretty card. There's a lot of purples. That's that heart chakra matched with that crown chakra and the third eye. So utilizing and stepping up into your role and stepping up into your love as much as that. Let me try to re-explain that. It's really about accepting love and giving love. If you're somebody who can give a lot of love, but it's hard for you to accept love, find that balance there. Accept that love. Let it in. It's okay. All right. You got the reclaim your energy, and you got balanced forces. So balance it. You have the power of behind right now to balance things out. Keep a good balance. Maintain a good balance. You are very good at kind of really keeping your equilibrium, keeping your balance. But I think that you're aided. It's from spirit, from the universe. You're aided in this energy. This energy seems to be helping you, but you're learning to accept love into your life, or more love, and giving it more as well. So I would relate that to becoming more intimate with each other as far as love and relationships. If it's a new relationship, being more upfront, direct. Aquarians can get a little bit cryptic with the way they speak, especially if it comes to feelings. They look at love more like a concept, and it's different than most other signs that do that. Most people, but Aquarians really kind of look at love as a concept. They don't get too heartbroken over anything. And if they do, they move on very quickly. So, and that's that energy, but really allowing those forces to run from them and run from those emotions and those kind of that energy when it comes to love, but really facing it together, facing a couple, as a spouse, right? As a married couple, if you're in a relationship, really just being able to allow yourselves to balance each other out and utilizing that love energy. All right. Let's pull a couple more. Just see what else is coming up. soul retrieval. Reclaim your energy, soul retrieval, right? Reclaiming. These two go hand in hand. These are the cards that just went together. So really the soul retrieval is about maybe sometimes kind of just taking a little time to focus, to be quiet, and allow the energy or the information that's coming to you, allow it. Like don't feel like you're kind of running away from your purpose, running away from who you are, trying to be somebody you're not. Don't let yourself get that spot. Let's pull another card here. Over the balanced forces, and we've got the trickster challenge. So again, like, are you cutting your nose off to spite your face? Are you going in one direction and you know that you should go in the other? I feel like that's where you're at. Like you're kind of tricking yourself. You're being foolish and kind of running from that new responsibility, which is something you've asked for. And now it's like, careful what you ask for, you just may get it. Well, you're in that spot, so take it. You can take it or leave it, but it'd be more beneficial for you to run with it. Don't let like past failures or disappointments, don't let them come into play. Only as a lesson, but I feel like take the opportunities when they come. Like you want to take the opportunities when they come, because I feel like they are coming at the end of the month, even through this retrograde. On the 27th, this Mercury retrograde, I do feel like this Pisces moon energy, full moon energy, is powerful enough to really kind of let you take stock, let you see. And it is the harvest moon energy as well, right? So kind of harvesting everything that you've learned over the last year and culminate utilizing it, right? Utilizing it for that next, take that next step or to step forward. All right, that is for love. And let's see here what health, as far as I don't see any dangerous, like any problems like that you need like any major procedures done or anything like that. It seems to be pretty health seems to be pretty good for the most part. It seems to be pretty steady. Of course you want to kind of watch, if your body's telling you need something, whether that's exercise or a certain kind of food, listen to your body. But for the most part, I feel like health seems to be staying pretty steady and positive. So important that you stay positive, because, like I said, you're dealing with some heavy energy toward the end of this month. For the next 10 days, you want to make sure that you're staying positive, staying optimistic, right? Projecting only positivity, not any of that negative stuff that you don't want. Don't project any more of that. You've been doing enough of that lately. So health seems to be good. Now let's move on to career and finances. So career and finances, I feel like it's a good time right now, especially for you, Aquarius. So your coworkers, your colleagues, just seems like things just flow. Things are more harmonious. There's not really any politics going on as much. That doesn't seem to be at the time or at this moment. And even throughout the rest of this month, I feel like it's going to continue to flow like that. Opportunities for really just teaming up or consolidating like the knowledge together, and for the greater good, for the good of for what you're wanting to do. But a lot of teamwork, as well as with Pisces. It's more about working together. It's more about being harmonious together and understanding everybody has their role, everybody has their job and their purpose, and allow them to all do that. Don't try to micromanage anything. I feel like it's something you want to. Aquarians are very good at helpers. They're good at giving service to others. So I feel like keeping that energy throughout the month is something you will do. Get my notes here. So because of that Mercury retrograde, like I was saying, it may not feel like there is any growth happening, or you may not see like that, accomplishment yet, but I feel like that's what you're building to. The teamwork, the working together, the stepping through, being able to step up into a new role or step up into more responsibility will help here. having that courage to be able to step forward when you're asked or when you're called upon. Let's pull some cards here on the finances. What direction to go here? Hello, everybody. Welcome. Okay, I guess they're done being shuffled. All right. So we got energy. Pisces got this card too. It was for finances. Really, right now, you're culminating energy. You're gathering all together. You're utilizing it like kind of this collective that brings things forward, that is actually able to accomplish a lot together, working as a team, being understanding of each other, and being supportive of each other. Really being each other's cheering section when it comes to your team or your group or your tribe, whatever it is that you're working with right now. But it does seem to be it's like the energy is really picking up. So I would expect to be busy. Don't let yourself get too bogged down into the mundane, but maybe take a little meditation on a lunch break, maybe a 5-minute meditation or something, just to breathe. But the energy is not heavy. It's very light. This energy from Mount Shasta, from this Mount Shasta card, it's not heavy at all. It's just intense. So I don't see you getting too bogged down. And reclaiming your energy again. You just got reclaim your energy again. So that's a lot about, like I said, that soul retrieval, kind of getting back to your energy again, like getting back to kind of a flow that you haven't felt in a while, maybe a few months. You've just kind of felt kind of off. I feel like you find that balance again. You find that just flow within you. You feel more comfortable, feel more in that zone. Let's pull a couple of cards on top of the Mount Shasta energy and that reclaiming of your energy. So knowing you deserve that energy right now, you're going to be infused with it here very soon, if not already. A lot of, I would say keep yourself grounded, but you're getting a lot of energy to really get a lot of things done. Okay, so we got the ancestors here and feathers, restorations. This is going with the Mount Shasta card. I'll pull them up here. The ancestors on top of the Mount Shasta, what it's telling me is really listening, like listening to others, listening to those that have a little more experience, asking those that have more experience in whatever you're doing when it comes to work or finances and investments. List those who know, who are experts in that field, right, of whatever you're doing, whether it be the field you're in. Like really, I feel like the mentorship or the mentoring and taking that mentorship is important. Listening to advice from those you work with, from your colleagues, from your coworkers, business partners, really being able to listen. And then feathers restoration, it's about cleaning that energy, clearing that energy. So by the end of the month, feel a lot of energy or chaotic energy or confusing type of energy, just kind of feeling it among each other. That's going away. That seems to be where you're at. So that you can look forward. I feel like work and finances seem to be flowing really smoothly for you. All right. Well, thank you very much, Aquarius. I think that's it for now. If you'd like to schedule a reading, please go to my website, psychicshawn333.com. You can schedule something there. And if you'd like to leave a donation, they're not required, but very, very appreciated. Just go to my link tree. It's in the description and the title on Facebook and also on YouTube. Go to my link tree and you can send a donation there. And I appreciate you. Much love to you. I will see you soon. Have a good one, everybody.